Before we jump into today's quick little tutorial, I wanted to shout out Dossier for sponsoring today's video. I have two new scents to share with you guys, so let's open them up. These are going to be like a blind smell because I just got them in the mail and I have not opened them. So this is the genderless collection. By the way, I do get to pick these out, but I don't know what they smell, so we're going to see what and how they smell. What or how they smell. This one here is caramelized lavender and hazelnut, and I believe these are Dossier originals. Let's do a little spritz. The top notes are salted caramelized hazelnut accord. The middle notes are lavender, violet, orange, flower, and the base notes are patchouli, vetiver, suede, and ambroxan. I definitely smell the patchouli, which is not my favorite scent. This is giving... It's giving like a little bit of a summer like campfire scent. Definitely not for me, but if you like a little bit more of a mature, strong scent, almost like a leathery scent, then this is going to be for you. The other one that I received is called Aquatic Vanilla, which is this one right here. Now this one is inspired by Juliet Has a Gun. This one is actually a repurchase or restock because I completely ran out of the one that I had, but I don't quite remember how it smelled. I know I loved the smell, but let's see how it smells. Oh, yes. I love this one. This gives me very like summer feminine with a little bit of like risky, edgy scent vibes. It's really pretty. It's a little bit classic, but it's not too like girly pop. It's just giving like a little bit like classy, if you know what I mean. So definitely has to be my favorite. Aquatic Vanilla, again inspired by Juliet Has a Gun. So I hope you guys give this one a try because it is probably one of my top favorite Dossier perfumes. If you haven't shopped for them already, then you're definitely missing out. I will have the links in the description box down below because you guys, like, the holidays are literally around the corner, so it is the time to shop for them now. Okay, so shop for Dossier in the links in my description box down below, and thank you to Dossier for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I always start with my brows because that is probably what takes me the longest. I probably take a good like 5 minutes on my brows. So I always start off by laminating them. And for that, I love to use the brow glue from Ardell. It's called the Instant Lamination Lift. Now, the other one that I've also been using is the new one from e.l.f. It's also called Brow Laminating Gel. They're both honestly equally pretty good. But if I had to choose one, I'd probably go with this one. This one is just a little bit like stickier and thicker, and it's better for like unruly brows, if you will. And then I have been using the new She Glam Brow Fection Angled Brush and Dip. This stuff is pretty cool. I saw it all over like my Instagram and my For You page, so I was like, I'm gonna give this a try. I'm definitely a person that loves to try new brow products because I just do. So what you do is so you see this little button here, you push it down a few times, and then when you open it, you get this little brush. Look at this. It is so innovative and so cool. I've never seen anything like this. It's supposed to help you mimic like hair strokes, and I 100% agree. Look at how easy it creates faux hairs. So again, I'm going to go back, pump it up a few times, and then I'm going to go back with the products. And I like to start at the front of the brow. Look at that. I mean, obviously you got to clean it up and all that stuff, but it is so easy. This has cut my brow routine by half. It's so easy to use. This one is in the color black, I believe, just because I like my brows to be on the darker side. And then as a final touch, I use my NYX Lift and Snatch. I've spoken about this product millions of times because she's just my girl, okay? And I just go in and add a few extra hairs if I need it. And I just kind of like define the tail with this. Then if I have any like little missing spots here and there, then I will just go in with my NYX Powder Louder Brow Pencil. I picked this up at Ulta the other day and I showed you guys a haul. If you haven't watched that, you can click up here and watch that mini haul. But I actually really like this because it fills in the brows really nicely and it gives them that like powder look without being overly drawn. Like, you know, the pencils that can easily make your brows look like they're penciled in. This doesn't give you that, and I love it. So I've been loving that. And then for my skin, I try to keep it very minimal because again, like this is like a realistic look that I like to do, whether I'm running errands, if Lonnie has a sport event and I need to look put together, whatever it is, this is literally what I do. You guys ready? I like to give my skin a little bit of a glow because right now my skin is still peeling and drying from tretinoin. So I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion and I'm going to apply that right here to the forehead. I am going to avoid the center as much as I can just because I can get a little bit oily. So right here I have a lot of peeling, and then on the outer parts of my face it's pretty normal. I'm gonna grab a little bit more. I mean, as you can see, my skin is already looking pretty dewy just because of my skincare routine. I'm using a lot of hyaluronic acid and a lot of just extremely moisturizing products because, like I said, tretinoin like really just dries out my skin pretty bad. And even though I am oily, like I still need to make sure that I am taking care of my skin and hydrating it as good as I possibly can. So after I apply my Gloomy Lotion, again, I only apply it to the perimeters of my skin since I am oily. I go in with a primer that is more than likely pore minimizing and mattifying. So I'm going to take a little bit of my Catrice 1 Minute Perfector primer. This stuff is amazing. I don't know if they still sell it. If they do, I will link it in the description box down below. But this stuff is probably like one of my holy grail primers because not only does it blur the skin and it gives you such a beautiful canvas, but it also has a little bit of a tint to it. Do you guys see that? Like it has the smallest amount of tint and it literally makes your skin look like perfection. So then I'm going to move on to my concealer. This is the part that I usually go heavy hand because I do have dark circles, and even though my skin looks really good right now, like I technically don't need foundation, I won't apply foundation. So this is like a no makeup look, if you will. My favorite drugstore concealer is the She Glam Coconut Flakes concealer, or that's the name, Coconut Flakes. This is such a beautiful product. But another one that I also really like is the She Glam, ¿cómo se llama este? Complexion Boost Concealer. Oh my gosh, both of these are my absolute favorite. I think I'm going to use this one today. This one is in the shade Sand, and this just covers up everything. Okay, so I'd like to apply some like this and then like this because this will give me a lifted look here, and then here I just need it because of how dark or uneven my skin tone is right there. And then I have a lot of discoloration right here, so I apply it like that. And for my cream bronzer, I'm going to use this one from Essence. This is the Baby Got Bronze. I honestly always switch up my bronzers, so there's not a specific one that I have. But this one has been really nice lately. I really enjoy it. It's super creamy. Look at that. It just blends so easily. No effort at all. Like, I barely swipe my brush and it's blended. And the reason why I like to go in with cream bronzers or cream products instead of powders, because once I set my skin with a little bit of a powder, I don't need to go with additional products. That's just an extra layer that I don't need. You know what I mean? So I just like to go in with cream products and then call it a day, basically. So these are my favorite affordable brushes from Jessup. I have them linked in my Amazon storefront. I will link them again in case you guys are interested, but these are a perfect dupe for the Makeup by Mario brushes. The F4, this is an exact dupe, and I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. I use it all the time, and It's the best. I'm peeling a little bit on this side, so the bronzer looks a little bit patchy. So if you see a little patchiness, it's not the bronzer, it's literally my skin. Look at that. Do you guys see how it's not blending? Yeah, my skin is peeling from here. That's the only thing that sucks about being on tretinoin is that your skin peels. Ugh. I'm going to use a brush to blend that concealer. If I have too much, I will bring it down to like my chin because I also have a little bit of red nose right here. I know I've said this before in like a recent previous video, but if you're doing like no makeup and you feel like your eyes just look really tired and you want them to look awake, try the Lumi lotion, the Lumi eye drops. You can get these from Target. They're a little expensive. They're maybe like $12 or $15, something like that. So they're expensive for eye drops, but they are one of the best eye drops ever. They whiten the white of your eye so much, and it just makes you look so like radiant and awake. I just see such a difference. I've been using them every time that I do my makeup, and I love it. Like, I'm low-key addicted to them because I notice such a difference. Then I go in with a little bit of blush. I can never not use blush. It is like a must, and this one is a great one, and it's an amazing and perfect dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Matte Wand or whatever, the little blush ones. This is from OhMGlashes Beauty, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I did a whole review. If you guys want to see it, I will try to remember to link it, but this shade is beautiful, and I'm just going to use a little brush to blend it out. Now on the days that I don't wear a lot of makeup, I do go a little bit extra heavy with my blush just because I feel like it makes me look a little put together, you know what I mean? So I'm going to bring that all around. I probably applied a little too much. And then I'll also bring it around the nose. I don't contour my nose on the days that I'm not wearing like heavier makeup just because I'm like, for what? What's the point? So I'm just going to go back with my little brush and blend everything together. Make sure I tap everything in. Now for my highlighter, I've been obsessed with these new Pixi on the glow super glow highlighting moisturizing sticks. These are amazing, you guys. The shades are gorgeous. They sent over two. I have the one in the shade Natural Luster, I believe. It is the prettiest like white champagne. I don't know, it is so pretty and it's so radiant. I love these. I like to use them on the back of my hand. Look at that. They're very like almost like a wet looking highlight, and they're so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh, I love these. And adding this type of highlight when you're wearing this type of look, it just makes you look so ethereal. I mean, at least I like to think so. Tooting my own horn. So I'm just going to dab it right here. I like to use my fingers. I feel like it works best that way. And then I'm going to grab some right here. Just where the highlight, where you would naturally highlight, right? You're going to put it there. Take some to the nose. Right here. Right here. Look at that. Now I'm going to go in and set, because I personally have to set, I'm an oily beast. So I'm going to use my Fit Me powder. This is in the shade, that sounded like I said something a little offensive. Fair Light. And I mainly just set underneath the eyes here. I try to keep it as close to my under eyes as possible because I don't want to set this. I like how this looks. I want to look like a little glazed donut, like a little rotisserie chicken. Practically in the places where I did apply concealer is where ideally I want to set, because I don't want that to move around. And then we're going to go in and set the skin, because I want to make sure that my skin and my lashes are dry before I move in with any eye products. So I'm going to use my favorite setting spray, which is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Micro Fine Setting Mist. This is the best. Last step that I do is curl my lashes and apply mascara, because ain't nobody got time to be applying falsies unless you do, but girl, like every day I don't want to wear lashes. I like to wear lashes on the days that I have a full glam, otherwise like not interested. So this is my favorite lash curler. It's from Velour Lashes. I don't know if this is sold in stores at Ulta because I know their lashes are sold in there, but I got a PR from them a while ago and I love this lash curler. Like my sister steals my lash curler, my daughter steals my lash curler. I'm like, all right, y'all need to stop stealing my stuff, please. If you want my opinion, the best mascara for my lashes that don't hold a curl, that fall down really easily, is the She Glam mascara. This is my second or third tube. I specifically like this side. I think this is a waterproof mascara, which makes sense on why my lashes literally stay curled all day. I recently got me a new one because I used up my other one, and that says a lot because I'm not one to care for mascaras since they really like do nothing for my lashes. But look at how pretty my lashes look. It doesn't give me much like thickness, but it does give me volume, and the most important thing is that it keeps my lashes curled. For the price, it ain't bad. Okay, so the last step is to apply some sort of lip product. Sometimes I'll apply a full-on like lipstick, but today I'm just gonna go in with a gloss. One that is not drugstore, but I've been obsessed with are the new Rhode Peptide lip tints. She released a bunch of new shades, but this one is in salted caramel or salty tan, and I love this. But obviously it's not drugstore, so I'm gonna use one that's very similar, the e.l.f. Sun Boss Gloss. These have also been my absolute favorite because they're so hydrating. They're so pretty. They have color, but they're not too much. It's like the perfect amount. And you can either line your lips or you can leave them as is. I like to use a little bit of lip liner. This is the e.l.f. Spill the Tea, I believe, lip liner. Boom, just like that. 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes tops. Depends on what I'm doing. If I'm like watching true crime, I get distracted and I'll probably spend at least a good 20-25 minutes. But other than that, since I know what I'm doing and I'm not talking to the camera, I can usually get this down in about 15 minutes, maybe 17. This is the final look, you guys. These steps are simple, easy to follow, easy to achieve, and affordable. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something new. I know 15-minute makeup looks are not very popular anymore, but I just wanted to share like kind of like my updated everyday makeup routine using all drugstore makeup. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also let me know what videos you guys want to see next. I literally have a list for the month of July, whatever is remaining. July, August, today is the last day. Oh my gosh. So let me know what you guys think. And yeah, I love you guys. Take care and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.